What's going on, you guys? Erica Bernie finally coming back with another video. So you guys seem to really like these reaction videos. So today we're gonna react to what the new so-called rats / freshmen go through in Hell Week at Virginia Military Institute, which is kind of like boot camp. If you guys don't know who I am, if you're new to the channel, my name is Erica Bernie, also known as Staff Sergeant Bernardo, former Army drill sergeant. I was a drill sergeant about a year ago, so you know, kind of know my insights about boot camp, basic training, and all that stuff. But y'all really like these reaction videos, so we're gonna get into the video. If you guys want to go ahead and follow along, go ahead. It's down on the description bottom below. Go ahead and click that. Yeah.
Is a rat.
I believe it's described as the lowest, dirtiest thing on earth.
Say it all times. You understand me? Yes, sir. You understand me? Yes, sir.
Since the 1850s, new cadets have been called rats and refer to each other as brother rats.
Brother rat. Brother rat.
Brother rat. Brother rat.
They drop.
Do you see how much they're sweating? Like, if you guys haven't been through boot camp, you haven't been through basic training, especially during the summer months and all that, you will hear your drill sergeants, this is like regular boot camp, you will hear your drill sergeant say, let's make the wall sweat. And I never thought that was a thing. I'm like, how do you make, like, you can't make the wall sweat. You can. I've done it when I was in basic training. When I was just a new E5, I'm like, our drill sergeants got so mad, they're like, we're gonna make the wall sweat. And literally that meant, if you look at the walls just started like sweating. It's just like all the water, all our sweat, being in close quarters, everything closed, the walls literally sweat. That means you're putting in the freaking work.
The moniker after the rat line ends.
Golf company. All right. Excited? You ready? Yeah. Awesome. Let's grab your stuff.
On matriculation day, new rats are welcomed by cadets.
Welcome.
That's so funny because like how they are, they're just so welcoming. Like, hey, come on, let's go. Let's get everything ready. Let's get your stuff ready. That's literally how they were at the Drill Sergeant Academy. We're all just like, well, it doesn't seem so bad. The first day, I mean like the first hour or so, because we're getting briefs. I'm like, oh, it's not so bad. And they're like, all right, get up. Time to walk out to the defect. Time to eat chow. And then you had a full line of drill sergeant leaders, and you're like, oh no, like what's about to happen? And it felt like the exact same thing, like, oh, it's chill. And then all of a sudden, the hammer comes down.
To the Virginia Military Institute and the Corps of Cadets.
And by VMI Superintendent Major General Cedric T. Wins.
So today your journey begins.
That was my neck.
Wins, a VMI graduate, was appointed in April 2021 as the first black superintendent in the school's 182-year history. A milestone since VMI didn't racially integrate until 1968. The new rats say goodbye to their families before it's officially time for them to join the rat line.
It was a sad moment, but at the same
Again, I think it was like the Air Force Academy too. I think it was really cool, and I think it's how it is when you go to West Point. It's really cool that their family is there for the orientation, you know. They get to actually see them, how everything is around them goes. I mean, they don't literally see what happens to them after this whole scenario, but I think that's a really cool thing, cool gesture.
At the same time, it was a sense of excitement knowing that I have a new path ahead of me.
Let's go, company rat! Rolling!
March into barracks to officially meet their cadre. The group of...
And this is where it happens, where there's no family members anymore. This is the fun.
Upperclassmen charged with training and disciplining the new rats.
It was surreal. I was not expecting any.
That's crazy. I don't know if these, I think these are just other members of the school, not family members. I think that's pretty cool. It's just like an initiation, you know?
That people are yelling, screaming, running around and everything. I didn't know what to do, what to think. I just felt so alone.
With all the rats inside, the barracks gates were locked, barring all visitors.
It was nerve-wracking, but at the same time awe-inspiring. That moment where you know, this is it.
Real tip, by the way, if you're going to boot camp, basic training, whatever, military school, try to be the person in the middle. Don't try to be the person in the front row. Don't try to be the person in the last row. Be the person in the middle. Don't be all the way to the right, all the way to the left. Try to be the person in the middle, because that's like, you're less to be like seen if you do something wrong, and you're less to be like chewed out.
The slow walk-in is like the intimidation factor. It's supposed to like intimidate the rats, and it's just to give the rats like a culture shock of where they are so that they understand what they're getting themselves into.
You will respect them. They will teach.
Woo! I love it.
After this not so warm welcome from the cadre, the Rats' next stop is the
7
barber
months,
shop.
y'all. 7 months. My basic training is only like 2 months. 7 months. But it's not like it's gonna be like that the whole 7 months.
Female rats must wear their hair in a tight bun or ponytail and can't have it fall below the shoulder blades. Male rats have to shave their heads.
What?
Why are you holding them?
So I can service them.
Hair longer than 8 inches is cut and donated to charity.
Nice. I think
VMI
that's pretty
cadets are
cool.
not obligated to serve in the armed forces after graduation. And tuition costs about $30,000 per year for Virginia residents and about $60,000 for out-of-state cadets.
Why come to VMI if you don't have a plan to serve?
A normal college, like the way I'm wired, I feel like I wouldn't be able to succeed as well as at a normal college. I think I need some discipline.
A common appeal of VMI
That's
is the
pretty good.
alumni network, which includes politicians like Virginia Governor Ralph Northam.
I think the connections here will be useful.
So many opportunities, connections.
About half of cadets do not go on to serve in the military, yet they still chose this for their college experience.
The rat line, it's all mental. It's to put pressure so that you can be more mentally tough. Giving rats a very stressful environment shows them that you're at the bottom, you have to work your way to the top, and also you need to be able to like overcome pressure and like obstacles in your way.
Shut your mouth right now! Shut your mouth right now!
The rats form up outside, where they continue to get to know their cadre.
Start talking in the back. Listen right now. Right now. Right now. You, right here. What? Don't talk back to me!
Oh, you talking to me?
That's how life is here. You just had to stand there, try not to do anything, try to be as invisible as possible.
Rats learn the VMI.
That's what it is. It's just us kind of intimidating you type of thing, giving you a shock and awe type of thing. So it's just like, don't try to mess up, don't try to do anything, don't move, don't do it. Don't move unless we literally tell you to move. Unless we're literally like telling you to go to the position of attention, parade dress, whatever the case may be. Don't do anything. Don't say, nothing unless we literally tell you to do it. Because we kind of try to trick you and be like, oh, look, look, your shoes are unlaced, and then it's going to cause you to look down, which is going to aggravate us more. Not really aggravate us as more, but like show you that you're undisciplined, because all we're talking about is your shoes. That doesn't mean I told you to look down. So it's just kind of like, don't do anything unless your instructor, your drill sergeant, your anyone tells you to do it.
I honor code, which they repeat over and over again.
What's it like to be a female student at VMI?
So if I'm being completely honest, it's a little harder. You definitely have to be stronger as a female here, because any sign of weakness, their excuse is, oh, they're a female. So there's a term here for female. It's called SHE'd. I think it's supposed to be like she cadet, something like that. I personally don't like the word. I don't let anyone around me say it because I take offense to it. Because even though there's some females here that take pride in it, like I'm not a female cadet. I'm just a cadet, and that's all I will be.
female cadets couldn't
Agreed.
fully matriculate at VMI until 1997,
Wow.
after a Supreme Court decision forced the school's policy to change. And the culture of VMI continues to be scrutinized.
Systemic racism and sexism at Virginia Military Institute.
Tuesday, the Special Investigation Team released their findings in a 150-page report.
In June of 2021, a special investigation ordered by Governor Northam concluded that, quote, institutional racism and sexism are present, tolerated, and left unaddressed at VMI.
First, I would tell any parent or any prospective student that I'm a product of Virginia Military Institute. As the superintendent, I'm focused on doing what needs to be done to make sure that the Corps of Cadets understand that that type of behavior is inconsistent with the character of honor and honorable cadets, and we need to eliminate it from our ranks.
Since the investigation began, monuments touting VMI's ties to the Confederacy have since come down, including a statue of Confederate General and former VMI physics professor Stonewall Jackson.
What was your reaction to that report? How did that impact you when you found out about this news?
It was disheartening to hear that such a prestigious school had to deal with it, but at the same time, I wasn't deterred. Growing up, I've dealt with it. I won't let that hinder my personal aspirations.
With the companies formed, Hell Week officially begins.
Clean this room, now take your breaks. Hurry up. You're not. This was in your wall locker.
They teach you how to wear your uniform properly, shine your brass, shine your shoes, fold your clothes.
Get this off the table, Rob Johnson. Respond. Dismiss the team, guys, Sergeant. Hurry up.
Pick it up.
Rats.
Don't leave a mess.
Life is no less stressful in the dining hall, where they adhere to strict protocols during meals.
You bring your food to your mouth, not your mouth to your food. Do you understand me, rat bowls? When you get back to your room, fix your name tag.
You can get harassed anytime about literally anything.
Don't eat like a cowboy. You eat like a civilized person. Do you understand me?
The upperclassmen have basically free reign to yell at you for whatever they want to.
Open your mouth.
Yes, Corporal! They just learn how to be rats, learn the basics so that they can get through this semester and then halfway through the next.
Go back. Get your fart back. Who am I? Who am I?
One of the basics rats learn during Hell Week is how to properly strain, which refers to the uncomfortable position they must take
Yes, Corporal.
whenever they're inside barracks for the duration of the rat line.
Yes, sir. Strain. Strain.
That's crazy.
Yes, sir.
Can you show me what the proper technique is?
That's super weird. I never heard about that. That's crazy. I was like wondering why they're standing like that.
Technique is?
You put it back, and you just kind of like lean back at the waist.
Shoulders back, chin in, and then stick your forehead back as far as it can go.
Yes, sir.
Every class has certain privileges.
Wow.
Rats, their only privilege is to strain, and as you go up, you get more privileges.
Long-held rat line traditions
that. Look at that
like
sweat.
straining continue at VMI.
Yes, Corporal!
But the Institute has adjusted some training since the appointment of Superintendent Wins. Cadet cadre now participate in a leadership academy on professionalism, accountability, and appropriate behavior when dealing with new cadets.
Look at my face. Remember who I am.
And new measures for reporting incidents have been put in place.
We have what's called a Cadet Equity Association, and it's intended to deal with reports that might come about where an incident of racism or sexism has occurred.
Get outside. Come here. Come here.
Hell Week culminates the following Sunday with an event known as the Crucible, a series of physically challenging events, including
That's what they
a swim in a
call
nearby
in the
river,
Marines. It's like the
and
fortress,
a physical
but
challenge where
this
rats
is cool.
race each other to flip over large tires. But after lightning struck near post, the rats were ordered to return to barracks.
Hey, Sergeant!
With the rats safely back in their rooms, it appeared the Crucible would be cut short.
They told us to just clean our room, so we didn't really expect anything after that. We just thought the day was over.
But the cadre had different plans.
Yep.
Get down on your faces! Push! Push!
The Crucible events canceled by weather were replaced with what's known as a sweat party.
Let's go. Everyone downtown.
We had a 5-round sweat party. Each round was 3 minutes long. And it's just a high intensity workout is the best way to put it.
They thought they were gonna chill for the rest of the day.
I wouldn't call it a pleasant experience, but I don't think it was supposed to be.
After 5 exhausting rounds, the sweat party was over. And so was Hell Week. The first step of the Rat Line, the 6-month journey that the class of 2025 must complete before officially joining the Corps of Cadets.
So I think that's the funny part. Like, not the funny part, because you already know from my other videos that uniformity to me is key. So the fact that the instructors are wearing t-shirts while the cadets or the trainees, so-called, or rats, are wearing the whole uniform. So it's like, you know, even regardless, when I was a drill sergeant and I was training my trainees, regardless how hot it was, if they were wearing their uniform, I'm going to be wearing my uniform the exact same way. And they'll just know, like, you know, just from a badge or whatever, that I was a drill sergeant, because I do kind of look young. But yeah, I think that's the one that, like, little pet peeve I have is the uniformity that some places don't have. But then again, it's different. Well, I guess that is it for the video that they showed, and I thought it was pretty cool, pretty intense. Yeah, I did not know that they did that in Virginia Military Institute. But what do you guys think about this whole little boot camp that they did over there? Hard, easy, what? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to follow me on my TikTok, E3 Bermudez, or Erica Burney for military content. If you have any other videos that you want me to react to, go ahead and comment down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
I got my head in the clouds, I don't wanna come down. I got 1, 2, 3 people doubting me now. I had to stop with the numbers, it's too many to count, but I'll make sure to